Russell. All right, Russell, we're going to get you some audio.
It's all TIG welded. Not sticking in the ground? You can if you want.
All right, let's see. Hopefully, we've got some audio now. All right, good, good. Hi, Russell. Hey, Cooley. We're just out here doing a little POTA, and I thought I'd throw the live stream up so you guys could see what's going on. I don't know if anyone's available. All right, let's try now. Let me try plugging this thing in. How about now? Do you guys got audio? All right, there we go. Thanks for the heads up, guys. Audio's hot. All right, let's see here.
I'm hot.
Tim's hot, huh? There you go. Let's see. Receiver settings. Let's turn this guy down. We are at 8512. Hopefully that helps with the audio a little bit. Is that any better? Yeah, we're 8512. Let me find out what frequency we're on. All right, let's see.
Are you live?
I'm live.
Bill's on 14.312.
He's doing 10 watts with a TX500. He's made a couple of contacts. He said he spotted himself, but I couldn't find the spot, so I just respotted him just now. But if you guys are on 20 meters out there, go find Bill. You want to hear what a TX500 sounds like?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old Russian Lab 599 TX500. Yep.
Yeah. It's great radio.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You have a good one. 73. Utah. URZ, CQ POTA. They're not streaming in.
You said 312?
CQ. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on there. This is Kilo Zero Whiskey Hotel Whiskey CQ.
14312.
New Hampshire, so
So you're going
in between would
yeah.
CQ POTA, CQ Parks in there. This is Kilo Zero Whiskey Hotel Whiskey CQ. CQ POTA, CQ Parks in there. Kilo Zero Whiskey Hotel Whiskey CQ. Kilo X-Ray 4 Yankee Quebec. You're a 5555 into Missouri. 55 Virginia. Thank you very much. 73. You have a good one. QRZ.
Yeah, if any of you guys are on 20 meters.
CQ POTA, CQ Parks in there. Kilo Zero Whiskey Hotel Whiskey and US 8512 Springville Conservation Nature Fest.
Try to get Bill activated here. We'll see what's going on over here.
You need some shade?
I was just making sure that the surface of the radio is not.
Oh, okay.
What band do you set up for, Tim?
I was on 20 meters, but
You were on.
we can shift if it's gonna.
He's on 20 meters, so
Well, his
that's
radio's
likely.
gonna pop.
Yeah, that's likely going to be a problem.
Front end overload will happen,
Yeah, yeah.
Smoke, magic smoke gets released.
and we don't.
Bad.
want that.
So what antenna is this? The buddy
Yeah,
stick?
Hillbilly Ham, you are definitely too close. Though you might get some ground wave. I don't know. I've seen ground wave go even further than that. Sounds like he's getting a few join them.
November, Quebec. You're a 5555 into Missouri.
Probably a different tape on the same coil.
Is that Brian? Is that
53. And what's your location?
is that November Is that a November India
Wonderful.
0
Your
Papa?
signal's good here. So Victor Alpha 3, November, Quebec. Thanks very much. You have a good one. 73, QRZ.
What are you up to now, Bill? About 5?
I'm on 5.
You're on 5.
CQ POTA, CQ Parks in the air. This is Kilo Zero Whiskey Hotel Whiskey CQ.
So there's some difference.
So I got an Ontario, a Virginia, a Utah, and a New Hampshire.
Yeah, you're getting out all over then.
CQ POTA, CQ Parks in the air. CQ,
But I've got
CQ POTA, CQ Parks in the air. Kilo Zero Whiskey Hotel Whiskey CQ.
We're actually, Brian, we're actually at the Moore Expo
CQ
here in Springfield.
CQ POTA, CQ Parks in the air. Kilo Zero Whiskey Hotel Whiskey CQ. CQ POTA, CQ Parks in the air. CQ POTA, CQ Parks in the air. Kilo Zero Whiskey Hotel Whiskey.
All right. Yeah, everybody was a little slow getting around this morning, but then we kind of kicked it in. I guess it's to be expected after a good evening around the camp. Loveland Expo later this year. Oh, I see what you're saying, Brian. I am not going to Loveland. I don't know if any of the other guys are. Hey, 45. Jason, you going to Loveland? It's a overlanding expo.
No. When?
Later this year. Brian, when is that?
No, I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one either. Doesn't sound like anyone's at least planning at this point to go there. August. Yeah, so August is pretty full. We've
Is that the one
got
in Colorado? Loveland, Colorado?
Right. Exactly.
I don't where exactly is that, Brian?
I get it.
Seen Jason there a couple years ago.
That's the one in Colorado.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the weekend after Huntsville Hamfest.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So no, I'm not going back to that one.
Gotcha.
I would go back to it if I had someone to go with, but that show was all right. I would rather go back to the Overland Expo East in Virginia, which is farther away from me. But that was a bigger show and more stuff.
Just lots of stuff. Yeah.
And generally speaking, we go to Galveston on Labor Day, which is only a couple weeks after the Huntsville Hamfest. So we're going to we're going to spend 2 or 3 weeks in Galveston after the Huntsville Hamfest this year. So that's just, if that show was in like July, I would go. It's just bad timing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, with Huntsville and
Yep. But I really want to go back to Overland Expo East in Virginia, which is in October.
I've never been to that. I'd like to go to that.
That's
the
a good
first
show.
weekend in October, right?
It's either the first or the second weekend. It's one of
I think it's the first weekend.
so.
Well, that's October's a good month to do stuff, right? Because there's not other stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Right.
a lull for ham radio stuff.
Yeah, I would like to go to that show too. I don't know. I don't know if I can go this year. Maybe next year.
Do you have a key with you?
I do. Yeah.
You want to just plug in the roof radio?
Oh, you got yeah. So you got some ground wave there, hillbilly. Nice.
You're gonna ask me to set it up for full
That's
break,
great.
and I'm not gonna know how to do it. I mean, we could probably figure it out. But
Not far from Fort Collins. Okay. I'm looking forward. We're doing our park trip this year in Colorado, so we're going to be going to southern Colorado for that trip, Ouray, and all the places around there. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Bill, what are you doing? You shutting down already? Did you already get your 10?
No, but I'm going.
You switching bands?
I'm going CW.
Ah, it's good to have that option. Got it in your hip pocket.
I've never had that big of a struggle. But you know what? That's not true. Back in since the bands have been good.
Yeah. Well, actually, I remember it took you quite a while. Last year, you had the KH1 here, right?
Did I?
Yeah. You had the KH1 here, and you,
Yeah.
when we were at the,
I had the K6 ARK antenna.
yeah, that's right. And it took you a while to get your 10 contacts on that. We were on Butterfield Trail last year, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, it's always nice to have that CW option in your hip pocket. I'm working on that. I'm not confident enough yet to attempt an activation. Nice, Moab. That's a great trip.
Anyway,
It's been years since I've been there.
Hey guys,
You can spot right here. Maybe one of the guys out on the stream can spot Bill.
how about let's see.
What frequency you on?
Well, I was gonna see if
See if you're RBN.
140625.
140625 is where Bill's going to try to operate from here. 45 Auto says, hey, Bill.
Hey, 45, what's up, man?
Oh, nice. Glad to hear it, Brian. Yeah, if, depending on what time we finish up here, I'm either going to do I'll live stream a satellite pass either from this park or the next. I'm going to walk away here so I don't disrupt Bill. So yeah, we're going to try to get some satellite passes in this weekend. All right, we're going to take a look at this pretty truck over here.
See if you think that guy in that Lexus is a Zygote.
Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. That's awesome. All right, we're going to check out this Power Wagon here. Check out that beauty. I love these fresh, awesome looking slick wheels.
We're going to open the door and the tailgate and stuff.
Oh, cool. Thanks, man.
Um,
And this, I'm calling it a distressed paint job. I think it's just too cool. Let's see. We'll take a peek in here since he offered. Yeah. This takes you back. Boy, this is a throwback. Oh, I like these seats he's got in here. He's done some fun stuff in here for sure. Got a custom console with all kinds of stuff built in there. Check that out, guys. How cool is that? Little custom dash. It's a sweet truck. Love those wheels. Got some real suspension in here. This thing sounds great too when he fires it up. Look at that. It's got the frame all painted up. This is a cool truck. This is one of the things I love about more Expo is just getting a chance to see these kinds of rigs. There's several other vehicles in this style, kind of a rustic looking, but then when you take a look a little bit closer, you realize there's a little bit more going on. Oh, I gotcha. Here we go. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Got the spray-in bed liner here. That looks nice. It's got a wheel mount. That must be, is that an extra fuel tank maybe back there? The suspension comes up through. This is pretty cool. This is fun. Take a look at that. I wonder if that's an extra tank or if that's the tank. I'm going to have to ask him. Yeah, old school beast is right. I just love the distressed look. This is such a fun vehicle. Like I said, you might just not give this thing a second thought when it passed you on the highway, other than the paint job. But like I said, if you take just a second to look a little bit longer, you'll see there's a lot more going on. Look how clean this thing is. I'm not sure if you guys can see how clean this is underneath, but that is pretty cool.
Someone got on. Someone got on.
All right, let's see what's going on over here. See if Bill's doing any better.
He's doing CW, I think.
He's still tapping away. Calling CQ. All right, let's see. What I miss in the chat here? That moon language, yeah. Oh, good. Hillbilly Ham. It's Dave, right? I just always call you Hillbilly, but I'm almost positive it's Dave. Please correct me if I'm wrong if you're still in the chat. I'll say hi to him, Don, as soon as I see he's not. I don't want to disrupt his flow.
Hey, Don.
Oh, listen, he's like your mom, right? You don't think she's listening, but she's always listening. That's Bill. He's always listening. Cooley says, "Hey, Don." Oh, he's saying, "Hey, Don."
Hey,
Uh,
Cooley.
Are we going to Creighton Access? I don't know where our next stop is. That's a good question. Let's go over here and see if we can find out. Did we identify our next stop?
There's another one across the highway.
Oh, it's just across the highway from here.
It's down a little ways, but we're going to the other side of that. Well, actually, I think it's on this end. I don't
Do we know what it is? What it's called?
There are a butt tan.
Oh, thanks, Don. Appreciate that.
There's a metric butt tan works that are here now that weren't here last year. They've opened up quite a few.
So we are. So we're there.
Mm-hmm.
There's one over here that we can get back to the 65, go back to the interstate. And then if we pan out, there's another. There's 5. There's a battlefield. I don't know. Maybe that might be fun. We come back up on the backside of Springfield.
Gotcha.
Yeah, somewhere, and I don't know if the trail is on here. That trailhead we went to last
Yeah,
year.
yeah, the
I don't think
Butterfield.
I don't think it was even on the map. The trail is on the map, but like where it,
The spot we were at.
yeah, I don't think that was.
He just maybe desensitive.
Yeah, so I think our goal here is to POTA till about 4 o'clock or so, or to be back at camp at 4 o'clock when Paul is going to be joining us. Prep Ham Paul will be joining us at that point. All right, let me see here. I missed some chat stuff. So Greg asked, have you been experiencing people coming on the SATS passes? Started a few days ago. You know what? The last few days, Greg, I have not been on the SATs just because I've been getting ready for this show and also finishing up that that tower video. That thing was a beast to do. So that kind of sucked up all my free time. Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna try some other bands here. Not coming on the Sats. Yeah, I don't know. It's my intent to get on there and work some this weekend for sure. I know Frank's gonna try to work some this weekend as well. Frank, what are you doing? Are you editing? Huh? Good gosh.
This is Bill getting catfished. Tom's running 0.1 watts, and he just called Bill right over here on CW.
So we're here.
Uh-huh.
Battlefield
That's too funny.
over there.
Okay.
And,
And
I mean, it looks like it's.
oh, that's a big area.
Yeah.
We'll find out how long it takes to get there.
Yeah, more Expo is a lot of fun, Brian. You're definitely missing out. We've got a nice compound set up. We've had a number of hams stop in and say hey and stop by and have a little bourbon with us last night.
Kind of tripping over us.
Yeah.
Call sign will not be mentioned.
That's right. We've got one of the guys stop by. We'll call him lugs because when he falls over, all we can see are the lugs on the bottom of his boots. But we'll leave it at that.
Hey, Kyle,
Yeah.
are you activating?
No,
You know
no.
what? Greg, I did hear that. I did hear that on an ISS pass. I actually have one of the sides of my 2-meter rig in the shack always on the ISS frequency. Now it's only hooked up to a J pole, but you'd be surprised how many passes I can hear, how many passes I pick up on that J pole. And so I've got one side of the radio on my local repeater that I like to talk on, and then the other side of the radio is on the ISS frequency. And I did think I heard actually music. I thought somebody was actually playing music for a few seconds. So, hopefully that nonsense stops. I don't know if Jason brought the Starlink or not. Let's see. Yeah, a strong signal for sure.
I don't want to cause.
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Jason for his log, and I'm just going to upload it.
Yeah, I've heard the POTA jammers out there for sure. We actually heard some of that last night just sitting around camp too. Nice, Dawn. That's the standard comment for sure.
So I need to take a look.
All right, let me flip around here.
Extremely odd that I don't have this one in my life. Yeah. So I don't know what happened. Maybe it got lost to the system. I have no idea.
Jason doing some CW over here.
We're gonna see. Too many.
got to tap out, park. Hey, park.
It's good, doing good. Remember my freaking golf putt. There you go. You got it. What's it saying? 5 NN. 5 NN. Yeah. MO. Back to you. Back to you. There you go. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. There you go. What is that? Oh, back? That's back to you. Back to you.
Okay.
Okay. I got it.
Leave me alone. You just got ditted back.
Yeah.
Shenanigans.
Is that your first
POTA
step?
shenanigans.
No, it's my second. I made one with Adam. This was like several months ago. I got a spot, so I had the key plugged in my 7700 at home. And I sent him my call sign, and he sent my call sign back to me with some other crap behind it. And I sent 5 in.
You're done.
I was done. So I don't know anything past that.
I've made a few. I've made one with you. I've made I think maybe 2 with you.
Maybe. Yeah.
I made one with Adam.
Yeah.
My first one though was getting that French station on the
Christian. 5W F5.
no, this was for the 13 colonies. It was the last station I need.
The French state, yeah.
It was the last station.
COL.
Yeah.
Is it FB13 COL?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
But that was the last station I needed to get all of them, and I couldn't get through on voice, and I was sweating bullets because that was my first attempt, and I was excited to actually make it and kind of get my clean sweep there.
I tried not last year, but the year before. I tried to get a clean sweep on all 3 modes. It was the last day that I got that Great Britain station on FT8.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do it with satellites this year.
Oh, that's cool.
Because they've started adding a lot more satellite operators.
Oh.
The majority of them are on SSB though. The majority are working linears.
Linear
Yep.
Satellites.
I don't know what the spring wire frequencies are, Brian. Sad ham on 14.313. What'd you say? Do we have a satellite pass coming up, Frank?
ISS, he said. 8 minutes.
Is that an 18 degree pass? 17, 18 degree pass?
I don't see the ISS.
What do you have your
Bill, how many do you have?
limit set to?
Bill, how many do you got?
40 years ago, Cooley. Hey, you got one though.
Hey, what's up? Doing all right. I'm editing in the park on a live stream.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we generally just stay on 6.52 whenever we're out here, just so we can try to collect other hams that might be chatting on the calling frequency, the national calling frequency.
Show my license plate.
What's that?
What's up, show my license plate.
Oh, it's blanked out. Don't worry about it, Tim.
Oh, I know, I'm assuming. Sure.
Oh, okay. I was showing it. I didn't even think about it.
I didn't even pick up on the license plate.
Oh, yeah, 6.52.
Yeah.
There it is.
You know how it is.
So I think there's a ISS pass that's at like an 18 or 17 degree pass, and then shortly thereafter there's a SO50 pass that's maybe similar, right? It's either 17 or 18 degrees. I probably here I'll just set this up here.
Good day trip.
Have you heard anything about the new Tevelsats coming online? I have not. As far as I know, that has not occurred yet.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to set you guys down for just a minute. I'm going to get my rig out. and I'll transfer you guys over to the I'll transfer you guys over to the
It's on the other side.
boom of the elk antenna. All right, let's see.
You could book horseback ride. Oh, yeah. Cool. Or just walk it.
Turn you guys around here so you can see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I might have to.
Just to
Try to get this thing set so it won't fall over.
Right. Yep. Oh, did you get the new GGI? Or is that the
That's the 2. That's
the
still
one that you fixed? Did you fix it? Didn't you break?
yeah. So I broke the connect whenever
Yeah.
the phone fell over. The connector broke, so I just got the cable.
Yeah, I broke my iPhone adapter for mine the other day, so I get.
Oh, did you?
I have the DJI.
Okay.
Get on their website, sold out. So I get on Amazon, $35. It works perfectly. It's not their brand; it's an aftermarket.
Oh, did you try it?
Yep.
Did it work? Because I saw that and I was a little worried.
I was too.
But it was only like $17 or something, maybe
This
$20.
one is 30.
Oh, ew.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I ended up buying the cable instead. All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need this so I can track the satellite. So I use my spare phone to track satellites whenever I'm live streaming from my phone. All right, let's see. Hopefully, sounds like Tim's got something going on over there finally. All right, let's see. There we go. EM37 is where we're going to be operating from here. Yeah, so we got an 18-degree ISS pass here in about 4 minutes or so. I may not get to that one, but right after that, oh, there's an SO124 pass. I'll try that too. That's a 49-degree pass. And then right after that is an SO50 pass. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get something going here. Okay, I got everything I need here. I just got to get the antenna together. Grab that.
No. Is there a station with Kilo India Mike?
All righty. Get this guy together real quick.
Oh, there's
All right, sorry about that, James. You're about a 5151.
This that little
Part number
yeah.
8512.
This
phone cradle on it on the side of it.
I mean, you can see. So since you're used to it, you can see how much lighter that is. I mean, you wouldn't think that it saves that much weight. It does. All right, let's get this guy set up real quick. Oh, let's see. Can I see the chat?
Parts of the area.
Put it back it up.
No, spare phone. Nice. I see that out there, 45. No, it means I'm cheap. I don't ever trade in a phone. I always keep my phone and try to use it till the bitter end. Right? Isn't that the ham radio thing to do?
Once a week. Once a week. Oh.
Good to hear
You know, he's at where is he at? He's in Virginia. Virginia? Okay. Or West Virginia.
All
West
right.
Virginia. See, I can't get West Virginia very easy. I've worked him before. I've worked West Virginia stations before, but man, if he was in Florida or Georgia, I could get him every day.
Yeah, Alabama, Georgia, Florida.
Yeah,
So easy.
Alabama also. Yeah.
Yep.
Mine what?
Occasionally I'll get a Southern Cal, but they're almost always weak.
73.
I can usually get California fairly easy.
Thank you. November whiskey 9.
And Arizona.
Yeah, I got a lot.
Let's see what else is out there. Ham radio is
Next time I go
drug addiction.
Hollow. get fed, and always go the same direction.
I'll bet it's as well. I don't want to say that.
The convenience of it, but I'm going to turn it separate 93s.
I was gonna say I'll bet it's as expensive, but I wouldn't know. So
One of those events from the zoo.
Yeah, you were talking about
all right.
that. You were 3 sheets to the bend, but you were talking about that last night. We were watching. I don't know if anybody told you that. We were watching you kind of walk back to the camper, and then you opened the door and you stood there for like.
All right. So we've got that.
And then when you stepped up into it, we all cheered.
Yeah. Freddie was in rare form last night.
He's just standing there.
Lionel battery, 3 amp hour. This is all I use to power the rig.
We can park right up here. Probably lean against the tree.
All right.
Right. Yeah.
This guy plugged in.
I waste
Have you
my
tried the
kids.
I bought both of them. And it took them like 6 or 8 weeks to send them to me.
That's awesome radio. I waste mine. I put it in a go kit that I never use. I'm never gonna use it. That was my first radio. I should do the same thing.
All right. Let me see. What's our time check here?
I didn't know anybody.
Okay. I might get a little bit of that ISS pass. We'll see.
And wherever. And I'm like, all right, I'll buy that. So
Okay, we got that. Let's get the radio.
So I ended up starting to build antennas, and I figured it out eventually.
So you guys can see how all this is put together.
Thank you guys. The band is fading. I do appreciate the contact and the partnership.
Pick up.
You have
Sir.
great activation.
Oh,
Okay, I got the microphone. So I stash the head over here in this little pocket when I'm transporting, but I stash the mic there when I'm operating. What do you think, Bill?
I think you're a tall drink of water.
I am.
Speaking of water,
Nothing gets by you, Bill.
sharp as a tack. Sharp.
Bill's master of the obvious here.
Hey, somebody's got to be.
Captain Obvious. All right, here we go.
Say again?
Need some power. Not going to get very far without some power. So I hastily threw this thing back together after the Fram to Ham thing where I had an LNA hooked up in this, and I had the bag all jacked up to fit that in there. All right, let's get some power. We got power. Let's get an antenna. Okay, we got an antenna. All right, let's see. I'm going to transfer you guys onto the boom of the antenna. Doesn't that sound exciting? All right, so don't get seasick here, gang. Let's see. I got to spin this guy out. Taking you off my little tripod. Beauty. Let's see. I'm going to spin you guys. Beauty. Let's see. Oh, the rotation is locked. So I think I'm going to maybe have to start a new live stream. So this is the log periodic. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop this one. I've got to start a different one to pull it up in the horizontal orientation here. So thanks for joining. Join back if you guys want to see the satellite pass. See you soon.
CQ POTA, CQ POTA.